Hello, in this video, I am going to explain one of the very important software architecture and design concept. So before starting and before going into the topic, let me introduce myself. My name is G. Saran Kumar, and I am in second year studying integrated MTech in VIT Vellore. So let's go into the topic. So the topic I'm going to discuss with you now is JSP, which is also called Jackson Structured Program. This is one of the very important topic for exam as well as for the projects. And before going to the main part, just let me give a basic background of the JSP. JSP is the first of the two design methods developed by Michael Jackson. Uh, it can be considered as a design method in a miniature, being directed at a program design within a specific context and the architectural style, that is data processing using sequential process, which is essentially a pipe and filter style. So its well defined and well constrained objective make it a suitable candidate for quite detailed study, and it provides a set of examples for all the components of the framework that we have developed. JSP is one of the two design methods described in many of the books and that have emerged formats and experience of the Jackson, the second JST. It has been chosen as a second detailed example of a software design method by the following reasons. The first reason is that it has limited and well-defined applications which make it possible to describe it more consistently yet fully than the other most design methods. Second reason is that ever since its development in the early 1970s, it has been widely used and therefore a historical calm to be discussed in the depth. And that's with the JSP background. Now we'll come to the main topic. The first topic is JSP representation. JSP is unusual as a design method in that it uses only a single diagrammatical form in its transformations. This is a structured diagram introduced in section 7.2.5, where it's used for describing the sequence involved in both static data structure and dynamic program behavior was demonstrated. It is used in JSP for modeling both the structure of the data objects of interest and the functional structure of the program that manipulates them. As example of structure diagrams being used in the both these roles, the rules of the drawing them and showing the box on the left side of the PPT. This is the diagram where uh, we can we can observe the basic representation of JSP. This is the basic represent. This diagram is a basic representation of textbook scenario. Next, the JSP process. In exams, they will ask you, they will give you a scenario and ask you to explain the JSP process. For doing the JSP process, you need to understand the 5 steps. The process part of the JSP consists of 5 practical steps that are performed sequence, although of course, as all design problems, there will be a iteration between these. The task performed in the steps can be summarized as follows. The first is we have to draw a structured diagram that describes the each input and output data streams. Second, by merging the input and output data streams, we have to draw a structured diagram. And third step is to we have to list the operations that needed to be performed by the program and allocate each operation to an element in the program structure diagram. Next, we have to convert the program to the text without specific conditions or for any the decision points. And fifth, we have to add the conditions used for the each iteration and selection operations. So now I'm going to take a scenario of a petrol filling system. By to this scenario, we will apply the 5 steps, and we're going to discuss very practically. So the scenario is basically a petrol filling station used to dispense both diesel and unreal petrol. There is a small local computer in each petrol that maintains the display of the price and the volume of a pump, where customer returns to the pump nozzle its socket. The computer sends the record to the cashier console computer and containing the details of the current transaction as a sequence. And here the problem is to describe the software that receives the messages. For each message it receives, the program is required to generate the line and a printer position in front of the cashier, giving the details of the transaction in terms of pump identify, volume of a fuel, and the total cost. The step one is that we should draw the input and the output structure diagram, and this is the input structure diagram. So here a record consists of a sequence, pump identity, type of a fuel, volume of a fuel. The type of a fuel can specify the grades as either unleaded petrol or diesel petrol, and this is the output diagram. Here the sales record stream consists of many instances of a record. A record consists of sequence, pump identity, volume of a fuel, and the total cost. And the step two is that we have to create a program structure diagram. This is the program structure diagram. It is the step that leads to the conclusion that JSP should be classified as a method that uses a compositional design strategy, since the program structure is very much that is composed by bringing together the input and output data structures. Step 3 is that we have to list the operations and allocate the program elements. Here the outputs are right pump identity, volume of a fuel, and the customer, and the inputs are to obtain pump identity, volume of a fuel, multiply type price per unit by volume dispensed. And this is the diagram which we have made by the above steps. The filling station program allocate of the operations to program element. And next step is step 5 and 6 are to convert the program to the text and add the conditions. And the steps are relatively straightforward. For the simple problem, operation diagram shows the basic program structure that is generated by combining the operations from from the step 3, which the program structure produced in the step 2, which provides the sequential information. From the step 2, here we are providing the sequential information, and the step 5 from the step 5 is that requires a simple extension of this to incorporate the conditional expenses used to select the price according to the fuel. So for these steps, we have described some operations and diagrams operations from the step 4, and from the step 1 we have discussed about inputs and output diagram. So the remaining task is then to translate this into the Closure program language in order to produce a unstable program. So this is the end of the JSP. So if in exam they will give you a scenario and they will ask you to do this say 5 steps, 6 steps. So first you have to draw input and output diagram, and next by seeing the input and output diagram you have to draw draw a diagram, and next you have to identify the operators and you have to draw the operator diagram. And then by seeing the three steps, the fourth step, you have to convert the program into the text and add the conditions. With this comes to the end of the video. Thank you.